That flip the camera trend. All I just see is a bunch of faces of people who were just trying to help.
Y'all raising y'all kids without manners and respect now, or what's happening? And I'm not saying everybody kids.
Okay, let's talk about the flip the camera trend. Things went from being cute to controversial real quick. At first, the trend was innocent. People were flipping the camera once the beat dropped, and it was a little aesthetic moment, a little confidence boost. Nothing too serious, but like any trend on TikTok, it evolved in the most vilest way. Now, here's where the drama starts. People were no longer flipping the camera on themselves, they were flipping the camera on strangers, classmates, random people in Walmart, their co-workers, their colleagues, anybody that they thought looked funny looking, they started flipping the camera on them. That's when folks started catching on and saying this is no longer a trend. This is bullying with a filter on it. Y'all think, oh, this is just a cute little trick. Kiki, kiki, kiki. You click the camera, and now you all in somebody's mouth. You seeing the butter on their teeth. You're seeing their white tongue. You're seeing people's dentures. And to me, it's more than just a trend. This is about respect. It shows how the internet has changed the way that we treat each other, especially how the youth treats older people and people with authority. Kids would rather get a million views online for a trend. Things that they do now, we couldn't do. Like, we couldn't get away with rolling our eyes or saying yes or no without ma'am or sir at the end of it, or we would be dealing with our consequences. Today, kids will go up to people in their 60s, 70s, 30s, 40s. It doesn't even matter who the person is. You could be the CEO of Walmart and they will ask you, hey, can you click the phone really quick? And now you viral on TikTok because you had a bleach stain on your shirt on a random Tuesday in Walmart. They don't have any boundaries. They don't care. The things that kids do today, we wouldn't dare do. I'm not saying that you have to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am after everything. I'm from the South, so that's just how we were raised. I understand that manners is a social construct. So in the North, people are not familiar with ma'am and no, ma'am, but you should at least say yes. I feel like at a very young age, you should start teaching your child manners. I remember when I went to Japan, I thought it was so interesting to learn that they start teaching manners in I think grade school, like the first 2 years of school, you're learning manners. That's a part of the curriculum. In the United States, you're learning the alphabet and how to count and how to read. And we need to go back to reset. Like, we need to start back at square one where we're teaching kids manners, how to say yes, how to say excuse me, how to properly ask for things. I don't remember the last time I've heard somebody, even adults nowadays, I don't recall the last time I've heard somebody say, may I have this? It's can I this? What this? Huh? Like, there's literally no manners anymore. And a lot of people were offended by this because they were like, they saw themselves in these trends. They used to get bullied as a child.
That flip the camera trend, the bullying that's happening, is because y'all don't be on top of y'all kids. Y'all literally just let y'all kids do anything and make excuses for their piss poor behavior. As someone who has been an administrator in education, I'm telling you that a lot of the parents will make excuses for their kids being bad people. They literally come in there and be like, oh, it's just kids being kids. Like, this is not bullying. Kids do stupid things. They will not hold their kids accountable. And a lot of times, the kid who's being bullied doesn't want it to get worse or doesn't want all the attention on them. So they'll just say anything. They'll just allow anything to happen because they're scared that it's going to get worse. And then a lot of administrators will allow it to just be an apology versus really holding them accountable. And things like this happen. And then kids will harm themselves. Anything could happen. And my advice to you as a parent and as someone who is a former administrator, you need to be on them schools' asses. You need to go through your kid's phone. You need to know what's happening with your kids and check in with them every day. Because you don't want to be that parent that missed the sign of your kid being bullied and it gets millions of views online and you had no idea and then your child does something to themselves. And to the parents who are walking around saying that their kids are just being kids and they refuse to hold them accountable, you should also be ashamed of yourself, and you're also responsible if another child does something to themselves because your child doesn't know how to act. Bullying is one thing I really can't, it sends me through the roof, especially when parents don't hold their kids accountable.
Be honest, a lot of the kids that's participating in this trend, their parents were the bullies, and that's why they're okay with doing it. Or they grew up in a household, it was okay to pick on people that looked funny. And I'm not saying any of the people in this trend looked funny. I'm just saying that's been the consensus. Anybody that they get to do the trend, they're not choosing people that's conventionally pretty. They're choosing somebody that may not be the most attractive person, flipping the camera on them, and you can literally see the sadness in their face. Like, some of these people are thinking like maybe it's an accident. Like, I don't know, y'all. I think it's vile, it's wrong. And if I see my mama or my parent or somebody that I know on there, I'm reading you to filth. Like, your account is getting taken down, because I don't see how y'all think that's funny. There's nothing creative or funny about it. I get the whole, all right, we dancing. Like, I've done those little dance TikToks back in the day. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But then when you tap the camera and you make somebody the butt of your joke, that's just vile. That's inhumane.
You can literally tell these kids that they're going to get an F and they'll be like, I don't care.
No, but he's speaking facts. My students don't care about getting Fs. And granted, like, they're in elementary school, so I know their grades they do matter. But like, colleges are not going to see their grades. But it's the fact that they don't care. I'm trying to instill in them now how important education is and why it's important to want to get to good grades, why it's important to want to do well, and they just don't care. I asked a student today and I was like, do you care about school? Like, genuinely, do you care about your grades? Do you care about learning? Do you care about doing well in school? And they looked at me and said, no, I don't. So no matter how many flips and tricks I do, caring about school comes down to the parents. If the parents have a positive outlook on education, that will trickle down to their child, and that child would also have a positive outlook on education. Kids mimic what their parents do. So if their parents don't care about education, their child probably won't either.
Are y'all raising y'all kids without manners and respect now, or what's happening? And I'm not saying everybody kids, but it's a nice percentage of them that just don't have no manners or no respect, which blows me, because what is happening? What are we doing? Growing up, if we was outside and we was playing with our ball or whatever, and we see a grown-up walking because we in the way of where they need their pathway, we would stop. Because boom, they need to walk and I don't want them to accidentally get hit with a ball. Baby, not over here. They don't care. You better hope you don't get hit. And if you get hit, so bad. They're not going to say, excuse me, I'm sorry, none of that. When you could have just stopped playing for that moment and let them walk past. Or where is the manner? Like, where is it where you say, excuse me? So I was in the store. I was in Claire's getting some nose rings. And there was a little girl standing in front of me, not saying nothing. I said, can I help you with something, baby? Oh, I need to get by. I said, oh, do you know how to say excuse me? And she just stared at me. So I guess that was a no. So I just continued to do what I was doing. Because, baby, use your words. I don't know you. Where your mama at? Do she have manners? Like, what we doing? Because she looked all of 14 years old, so I know you know how to say excuse me. You just didn't want to. And that's crazy to me, because I'm not moving at all. Use your words. Like, what y'all doing? Fix this. The hell?
I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know if he's starting to think that little trend where you flip the camera on random people is mean. Like, no shade. It's mean as hell. I feel like y'all be picking people that's, like, funny looking. Like, I just feel like that's weird. Like, y'all don't even know these people that y'all flipping the camera on. I can see if you knew the people, but you just flipping it on random people. Like, that's weird as hell. And y'all be having them looking dumb. Like, what if they see it? Like, if I seen that, somebody did that on me, my feelings would be hurt, because why you making fun of me? Why you saying you want to be in my TikTok the whole time you trying to be funny? Like, it's so weird to me. Like, Then I keep seeing y'all do it on people with disabilities. Like, that's not funny. I can see maybe a regular person, but why y'all doing it on people that you know clearly ain't right? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm not trying to be sensitive or nothing. I'm not trying to be one of those, but I feel like it's low-key bullying. Like, y'all are some bullies. Y'all won't never do it on nobody that's good looking, nobody that look normal. Like, y'all intentions be to be funny. Y'all be making people look dumb as fuck. It's so weird to me. Like, it's so weird. Like, y'all just be normalizing shit that's not normal. Who goes up to a random person and records them? Somebody that you don't even know. I be seeing y'all do it on people on the street. Who does that? Like, that's so mean.
Oh, I know the hormones are kicking my ass because that flip the camera trend. All I just see is a bunch of faces of people who are just trying to help. Okay, am I being dramatic, or is this like the meanest thing I've ever seen on the internet? Like, am I being dramatic? Oh my gosh, am I being dramatic? This is the meanest thing I've ever seen on TikTok. Like, this is crazy to me. Like, this is so crazy, and people are in the comments like downplaying it, and like it's making me think I'm doing too much, but I know I'm not. Like, is this not insane? Like, am I tweaking? Like, am I tweaking? Am I tweaking? Am I tweaking?
I don't know who the hell is raising kids these days, but I swear to God, the teenagers are so rude. Now, this is not all of them because I know a lot of sweet younger kids, but at my gym, there are a lot of like high school age boys that go there. And I go to walk in the door. This kid turns around, sees me. Literally, we're coming at the same time to the door. He sees we're going to meet at the door, turns around, looks at me, puts one finger on the door. Like he's in, he entered first. He puts one finger on the door, looks back at me, lets go, and the door literally starts to shut, like, on me. And he's just walking away. He doesn't care at all. The irony of this was that the day before, an older gentleman who was probably like 60 or 70 years old, he literally stopped all the men from walking in to a place, and he held the door for me, and he said, "No, my mom would kill me. Ladies first, please, like, walk through the door first." It's like, I have one kid shutting the door in my face, and I have an older man waiting for everyone to, like, clear through so I can walk. The generational difference in respect is wild, and it's so sad.
Hey, this 2025. You know what that means? These kids is bold, and they will make your ass bold if you ain't strong enough. Huh? They will say break your whole self-esteem, man. I work with kids, right? So I usually got my hair braided, hair be laid, clean, chopped. Essence braids in Chicago get me right every time, right? Huh? So I'm talking to a kid at one of the schools I work at. They gonna look at me and say, "Ugh, coach, you annoying. Like, your braids nappy." What? My braids ain't never nappy, sweetheart. Huh? But I went back to my office. I'm like, damn, is my braids? Hell no, man. Huh? These kids, man, I ain't letting them kids break my self-esteem. My braids be clean.
I'ma say it because it ain't enough people saying it. Some of y'all send them kids to school because you just need a break from their ass, but you don't worry about the hell that they're causing these teachers. You taught them kids how to cuss, twerk, and talk back, but you forgot to teach them how to sit down, shut up, and listen. Some of these kids know every TikTok dance there is, but don't know how to raise their hand before they speak. And then when the teacher reaches out to the parents to try to get some assistance for this mini menace, you got an issue and make every excuse in the book for why your child is acting up. That's not ADHD, ma'am. That's ain't no training. I seen a motherfucking kid tell a teacher, "My mama said you can't tell me what to do." Shit, she can't tell you what to do.
I know it's going to be someone in my comments that say, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's just a trend. Have some fun." It's never like, it's not that. I think it's the lack of social awareness. Y'all are not teaching y'all children that these are real people with real careers and real jobs. Like, people are losing their jobs over social media. You think you being kind and you just holding a camera for one of your peers or your coworkers just to find out that you on TikTok going viral and you looked a little off that day. And I think the root of the issue is parents are not teaching their kids manners anymore. A lot of kids nowadays, they don't even care. Like, now that I'm the adult, kids don't even see me as authority. Like, I've overheard so many conversations of little kids talking about they did this, using profanity, and just talking about things that I wouldn't dare talk about in front of an adult as an adult. Like, I'm an adult, and I wouldn't say certain things around women that's maybe in their 50s or 60s just because there's just boundaries there. There's just a certain line of respect there. And I feel like nowadays these younger parents, not even younger parents, I just feel like this generation has really lost the art of respect and teaching people basic manners. Like you can't even go into a store nowadays and hold the door for somebody and they don't even say thank you. Now I want to smack them with the door or push the door back because you couldn't even say thank you. And then it's so simple. And I used to get really bothered by this when I would travel throughout the world. I would be like, is manners not universal? Do they not teach manners everywhere? But I'm starting to realize this is not just an issue within America. This is a global issue. This is an issue happening everywhere, that people have lost the respect and the art of simple manners, like a simple thank you, a simple holding the door for somebody, a simple letting a pregnant woman or a disabled person take your seat if you're perfectly able. So that pretty much concludes this video. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about it. Do y'all think that this is confidence or it's cruelty? Or do y'all think it's just an innocent trend and it's creative and it's funny? Because I do understand people may feel a different way about it. Maybe 10 years ago, I probably would have thought that this was a fun, senseless trend. It wasn't really a big deal. But now I think it's just very demeaning because you can tell that the person behind the camera, they're the joke. Like it only gets funny when you see the facial expression of the person behind the camera, and then y'all are posting this on social media for millions of people to see it. And I'm not saying we didn't do things like this back in the day, because we definitely did have mischievous and ominous trends, but the difference is we didn't have the internet. Millions of people wasn't gonna see it. If we posted or did something cruel to somebody as a kid, the only people that seen it was the 6 people that was right there when we did the trend or when we did the prank. Now y'all are posting it onto social media, and y'all are not even exempting older people. Like nobody is safe. If you gay, disabled, elderly, like you're not safe. Like they're recording any and everything all for the sake of content, and it's not going to be funny until it's one of their loved ones or they're on the other end of the joke. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about it. Do y'all feel like children in this generation do not have manners anymore, or do you think it's just a senseless joke and this will pass and there'll be another one? Whew, I'll see y'all in my next one. Mwah.